Tension has escalated in the South China Sea. China's Coast Guard said that a Philippine vessel that had ignored its repeated warnings deliberately collided with a Chinese vessel in an unprofessional and dangerous manner. In a statement issued on Monday, China's Maritime Security said that the same Philippine vessel then entered waters near the Second Thomas Shoal after being prevented from entering Sabina Shoal waters. China's West Coast Guard said it took control measures against the Philippine ship in accordance with law and warned the Philippines to immediately stop infringement and provocation or bear all the consequences. China and the Philippines reached a provisional agreement in July after repeated altercations near the Second Thomas Shoal. China has been sharply criticized by Western nations for aggression in blocking Philippine efforts to resupply troops aboard a Navy ship it intentionally grounded 25 years ago. Beijing claims almost all of the South China Sea, including both shoals, rejecting a 2016 ruling by the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague that Beijing's expansive claims had no basis under international law. Here's DD India's William Denstow with a report.
Well, the incident, according to Chinese officials, occurred around 3:30 on Monday morning. We've heard a statement released by Gan Yu, a spokesperson for China's Coast Guard, who said it was an illegal incursion, adding that it violated previous agreements in place between Manila and Beijing. And there has been really an escalating war of words between the two sides in recent days. And this certainly the most significant action we've seen in recent days, with China accusing the Philippine Coast Guard vessel of deliberately ramming a Chinese Coast Guard and for allegedly ignoring warnings. We're still waiting to hear from Manila in response to this incident, but important to note that this comes just a few days after China's foreign ministry stated on Friday that any provocations, any deemed provocations in the South China Sea, hotly contested between Beijing and Manila, would be met with strong and resolute measures. This has been a long-standing dispute, not just between the Philippines and China, but a number of nations in the region. The Spratly Archipelago and these particular shoals fall within the Philippine economic zone, 200 nautical miles off the coast of the Philippines. So the Philippines very much claims ownership of this particular shoal in the South China Sea. China claims control of much or most of the South China Sea for itself. So that is why there is this long-standing dispute. The Court of Arbitration ruling against Beijing back in 2016. That was a ruling that was rejected by China. So these disputes very much remain. And why we're seeing this escalation now? Well, a major reason, according to analysts, is because of Philippine efforts to resupply this grounded Navy ship that's been there for around 25 years, but of course needs constant supplies. This has been an issue that has been a constant source of tension. It certainly irks Beijing, so perhaps a major reason why we're seeing this escalation in what has been a long-going, bubbling source of tension.